saying, "Have a good time in Germany. I'll be waiting for you." And all the girls were crying in the crowd. It was quite emotional, and then Paul sang this song, Pyunji, a letter, straight after that, and it was just, yeah, it was perfect. It was really good, actually. Thank you, Lenny. Jenny from the US says, "Hi Sam, the weekend the weather was too nice to be true. That it was pretty warm. It felt like spring came early, but it kind of scares me because it's only February and we don't know if we're going to be hit with a snowstorm soon. Knocks on wood." Yes, me too. Hopefully not, but we'll have to see. Unless the groundhog made the wrong prediction. How's the weather in Korea? Very windy today, Jenny. My windows burst open this morning because it was so windy. I'm very high up, so we're kind of exposed. So yeah, that was a bit scary, but luckily nothing more than that. Thanks, Jenny. Nana Na from Canada says, "So I really enjoyed your intro. I will stop living for tomorrow, but start living today. I have to tell you something scary. I had a dream about these evil owls who killed people. Then the next day I read that in some countries they believe owls bring death if you see one. I hope I don't die. I'm like, wow." Yes, also, I don't know how to make that sound, sorry. Also, today I went out with my friend to the mall, had to walk to her to the Sky Train, but it was a very long walk, so I just about died because it was so cold and I had no jacket. Also, Sam, did you see BTS new My Not Today? It's really good. They had a concert recently. I'm so jealous. I wish I could go. BTS must be fantastic live. No, no, no. Yes, thank you very much for your lovely update there. Leon Tao from Singapore says, "How was Paul's concert? Did you dance?" As I said, Leon Tao, it's tough to dance to a ballad, I think, but I was having a really great time. Hope you enjoyed yourself. My weekend was boring. Just spent time eating, sleeping, watching TV. Today, my mum is making steamboat for dinner, and I'm looking forward to eating them. Excellent, Leontella. Enjoy your mum's cooking. Very nice. But from Indonesia. So, my dearest Sam, today I'm fasting, and I'm planning to grab curry udon for breakfast. Breakfasting later. Have you eaten? Yes, I have. Thank you very much. Anyways, talking about nicknames, early one here. Listening to you calling me with my nickname makes me so happy because I feel closer to you as a friend. Of course, I know what nickname you've got until now. It's My Love. Nowadays, I'm a bit obsessed with John, making me want to be called as John Puin. Puin means wife, of course. But John's going to be happy with that, I'm sure. Absolutely. Thank you, Gabby from Mexico. Right, I'm kind of tired, but now I'm so energetic. A few hours ago, went to a concert. It was amazing and great. The artist Miguel Bosé is one of the most talented men in the world. He's a showman, a great songwriter, and great performer. He's one of the most important Spanish artists. I went to his concert, and I was one of more than 85,000 people at the Zocalo on downtown in Mexico City. One of his songs says, "Amor pensar que para palabra." I can't read the whole thing, but I love to think that every word hides a powerful mystery. Have a nice week, Sam. Always very good lyrics there. I'll check him out. Miguel Bosé. Sounds good. 85,000 people is crazy. Alright, thank you, Gabby. We got Andrea from Australia. Local news, there was a horrific car crash in the southwest. A driver in a green Land Cruiser began to drive really erratically on the road, heading north and southbound lanes of the dual carriageway, swerving into a few vehicles who only had minutes to spare to get out of the way. But a white RAV4 didn't have minutes, and the green Land Cruiser crashed into it. The impact made the Land Cruiser flip over, exploded into flames, throwing the driver a few couple feet away. A few people who witnessed the crash pulled their vehicles to a halt and rushed to help. Unfortunately, the driver was killed on impact, and passengers stumbled out alive but injured badly. So I learned that two of my co-workers witnessed the crash. I was so glad I decided not to go see my nana yesterday, as I would have been in that very road at the same time. Oh my goodness, Andrea, terrible news there in Australia. Thank you so much for that. Kimberly from the US writes in, "So I'm so jealous you got to go to Paul's concert. I can't complain though, because I saw B1A4 in concert this weekend and it was spectacular. My friends and I finally got to hang out with one of my friends in Chicago, and we all just clicked so well that we were nearly in tears when we had to part ways this afternoon. It's always great when you find those special people that you know will affect your life in the best way possible." Absolutely, Kimberly. Well said. Thank you. Alright, do keep those messages coming. We'll do some more later on in the show. Another song for you now. This is Taro with 봄이 왔다, a spring song. Must listen, just listen. Inside of an album is the sweat, passion, hard work and love of an artist for his music and fans. I'm going to introduce all of the songs on their albums. The ones pushed out the limelight because of the title song. So today's song is by the group that debuted in 2012 with their first album, Timeless Begins, Cross Gene. So last year the members promoted in movies, dramas, variety programs and musicals, honing their skills and building their talent in the music industry. With their developed skills they released their fourth mini-album Mirror, and through this album they express the light and darkness of the inner minds of people. Today we're going to listen to a song from their fourth mini-album, a song called 연애 지침서, Love Guide. It's a song about a man who wants every single date to be perfect for the one he loves. Cross Gene has transformed into the dream boyfriend that all girls long for in this album. This is a song that'll make any girl's heart melt around the world. Let's have a listen. This is 연애 지침서, Love Guide by Cross Gene.
지침서 1장 너무 착해 빠진 남자 매력이 없어 자식이 더 맛있잖아. 못된 주인공이 멋있잖아. 근데 막상 나를 만나보면 센스가 있다는 게 반전. 그녀가 신은 신발에 맞춰서 데이트 동선이 달라져. 멋있게 사랑해줄게. 날 믿고 따라와줄래. 언제나 나를 믿어줘. 나의 연애 지침서 2장. 가끔은 달콤해지기. 빨간 신호등 앞에 있다. 너의 입술을 놀래켜주기. 내 매력은 야해서 눈 감으면 또 생각나. 넌 아직 몰라 예측 불가. 나의 매력은 꽃은 좀 더 알려줄게. 내가 진짜 좀 더 알려줄게. 내가 진짜 Yo, strongman, youngman, 상남자같이 가차없이 진실만은 말해. 진짜 리얼레디 후까지 걷기만 해도 떨어지는 매력. 너가 쳐다보면 넋이가 한 방에 바로 KO. 붙어 있어줘, 옆에 있어줘. 내가 있어 너 정서와 같은 걸. 너를 오늘 감동시켜. 체키 더서 이리 와요. 멋있게 사랑해줄게. 날 믿고 따라와줄래. 언제나 나를 믿어줘. 나의 연애 지침서 3장. 가끔 비밀 작전 쓰기. 그동안 몰래 연습했던 피아노 연주에 노래하기. 내 매력은 야해서 눈 감으면 또 생각나. 넌 아직 몰라 예측 불가. 나의 매력은 꽃은 너를 감동시킬 메뉴가 많아. 뭔가 대단하지 못해도 세심하게 너를 챙길게. 너를 계속 웃게 해줄게. 내 세상은 너로 가득해. 아직 보여줄 게 너무 많이 남아있어. 세상은 너를 인해 돌아가게 만들 거야. 날 잡아 빨리, 날 잡아 hurry. Cause 내일 너를 위해 살아가는 나. 나의 연애 지침서 끝장. 끝까지 널 사랑하기. 네가 있어야 내 심장은 멈추지 않고 바쁘게 뛰어. 내 매력은 야해서 눈 감으면 또 생각나. 넌 아직 몰라 예측 불가. 나의 매력은 꽃은 좀 더 알려줄게. 내가 진짜 좀 더 알려줄게. 내가 진짜 좀 더 알려줄게. 내가 진짜 내가 진짜 내가 진짜 내가 진짜 내가 진짜 내가 진짜.
Alright, time now to go through your messages for today's word of the day. It was Pyongyang, which is nickname, and lots of them are very, very fun, so thank you guys. We'll start with Deepa from India. I never got a particular nickname, but my friends and cousins sometimes call me D. In India, in the state called Bengal, there's a tradition that a person is given two names, a birth name which is not used often, whereas another is a nickname which is used by people to call them. So Deepa's name is D. I like that, very nice. Thank you. We've got Put from Indonesia. Because my name is long and hard to pronounce, people tend to ask me my nickname as soon as they hear my name, which is Prafitriani, of course. I used to be called Fitri or Putri, but my sister said that Fitri and Putri doesn't suit my personality at all, since Putri means princess in Bahasa, so they call me Put. Since there's no Put in my full name, they sometimes call me Arum in my office. Interesting. Alright, thank you very much, Put. Very nice. You've got a few names there. Leon Tao from Singapore. I love today's word of the day. In Bubble 6, all of us have our own nickname. Siska is Sam Carter's wife. Hello, Siska. Joshua is JM's crush. Unita is Benji's wife, Russi is MJ's girlfriend and Insta Live Queen, Sophia's movie queen and SNS Live Queen, Leon is King of K-pop boy group Knowledge. Interesting, Leon. So you've sent in a 6 there. Good work. Marlon from the Philippines says, Hello, Sammy. My nickname is Ice, short for Iceman. I got that nickname from the famous movie Tom Cruise and Val Kilmer, and not on the X-Men, of course. Val Kilmer, Iceman, is the rival of Tom Cruise, Maverick, in flight school to be number one in their class. When I was very young, I dreamt to be a pilot, and upon watching the movie Top Gun, I was inspired to be one, and I simply loved the movie. But as I grew older, my plans changed, but my family and close friends still call me Ice, and I prefer to be called by that. Nowadays, a lot of famous personalities use that. Former F1 champion Kimi Iceman, Raikkonen, UFC's The Iceman, Chuck Liddell, and one of Paul's finest players, Mika the Iceman Immonen, to name a few, because it is darn catchy. Of course it is, Marlon. Good nickname there. Aya from Japan says, today's theme is very interesting. So my friends call me Yan Yan. It sounds like a panda's name. It does actually, Aya. Yan Yan, very nice. My boss calls me Kuma-chan, but sometimes she calls me Kumagai-san. This means she is angry. Right, interesting. Thank you very much indeed, Yan Yan. Maybe if I can remember that, I'll call you Yan Yan as well. Anne from Singapore. So the nickname that my ex-colleague at my first job called me is Boo. Whenever we see each other, we will go boo, ooh, ooh, even though I have left the place for more than 10 years. Now, whenever we catch up with each other once a year, we still call each other Boo whenever we see each other. That familiar feeling is still there. Nice, Anne. That's a really cool nickname too, Boo. Alright, Sean from Ireland. Hey Sam, I have a lot of different nicknames from different people through the years, but my favourite will always be Ziggy. This was because I've been a huge fan of David Bowie since I was very young. He was and still is such a massive part of my life, and so some of my friends gave me the nickname based off of Ziggy Stardust, and it stuck. A little sad to hear it now, but it's still a nickname I treasure. Of course it is, Sean. Thank you, Ziggy. That's a cool name as well. We got Ing from Malaysia writing in. So my family name is O, which is uncommon in Malaysia. Some like to exclaim, "Oh my God," or "Oh dear" when calling me. I call my mum by many names as well. Queen Mother, Mumsy, Mimi, and Meh. That's Thai for mum, even though I'm not Thai. And Oma, which is of course Korean. Interesting, Ying. Thank you very much for that message too. We've got Gabby from Mexico writing in. Hi Sam. So usually, when someone tries to give me a nickname, they do wordplay with my name. So when I was 10 years old in school, my classmates called me Gaviota, which means seagull. So Liz calls me Gabs. Many of my friends call me Gabby. My friend Sassy calls me Madrini, and my sister calls me Babis. Babis or Babis? Anyways, have a great day, Sam. Gabby, you've got loads of names there. I like Madrini. That's pretty cool. Very nice name. Alright, Lenny from Indonesia. Wow, this is very long. Nicknames in Indonesia would be Nama Panggilan. Some nicknames for countries where SKP listeners come from. Let's go through these. England, land of hope and glory. France is Lexaron. I don't know how to pronounce that in French. Switzerland, land of milk and honey. Ukraine, the breadbasket of Europe. Brazil is Pindorama, land of the palms. Canada, the Great White North. Peru, land of the Incas. USA, Uncle Sam. Venezuela, land of grace, Asia. China, the Red Dragon. Let's keep going. Indonesia, the Emerald of the Equator. Japan, land of the rising sun. Philippines, the Pearl of the Orient Seas. South Korea, land of the morning calm. Sri Lanka, India's teardrop.
¿Por
Thailand,
qué
land of
nunca se le
smiles.
ve
Middle
la
East,
cara, nomás se
Afghanistan,
le ve la
graveyard of
gorra?
empires.
No
Israel, the
tengo
Holy Land.
noticias.
Australia, land down under. And New Zealand, land of the long white cloud. Wow, Lenny, you've done good work there, absolutely. Thank you so much for writing in your answers. I can only pick one winner, unfortunately. Very tough, very, very tough one, guys. But I'm going to have to go for this one, I think. From Singapore, Leon Tel, we're going to send you Kangshira and Shinny signed CDs, plus a signed calendar from myself. Alright, thank you guys for sending those in, but I think it's time for some more music now. This is requested by Sal from Malaysia. Let's have a listen to it. This is Twice with Knock Knock. Okay guys, before we end part 1, we do have a few messages. Taylor from the US, so really like your shirt today. Red is your colour, looks very nice, thank you. It's pretty late here in Florida, 2:30 a.m, working on a last minute assignment. I know I shouldn't procrastinate, but hey, at least I'm awake to listen to your programme. I haven't been able to listen since B-Heart was in the studio. School has been so crazy, so I'm glad I'm able to join you today. Hope you had a nice weekend. It's been super hot here. Definitely doesn't feel like winter. My next break is next month, so I can't wait to be able to listen to Super Kpop more. Taylor, thank you for your message and enjoy the show, alright? Nuri from Qatar. Hello, Sammy. Happy Monday. I'm at work now just listening to you. It's windy and cold. The cold is giving me a headache. Nuri, wear a hat, is my suggestion. Russi from Indonesia. I believe I'm not the only person who can't wait for Wednesday. Moon Kim's such an adorable person. Not only smart and talented and cute, but also dorky. I miss him on the radio, and finally he'll come again to Arirang. And he's also one of those guys that makes me cheat on you, Sammy. Rissi, if it's with mood, I completely understand. Thank you for your message too. Alright guys, so in part 2 we got Big Flo joining us in the studio. Make sure you write in a message and a request for them. We'll go through as many as we can. We'll take a few minutes break here and play one last song request from Brooke from Brazil. We'll end with Venus, Dance With Me by Pri A Bui, and I'll see you in part 2.